Hello again. Right, we're on a new permission yet again today. We came and had a look at it yesterday, but it was raining, but it's a beautiful day today, so we thought we'd come and check it out a bit further. In the heart of the Devon countryside. I'll have a little pan around, you can have a look behind me. So it's about 300 acres, 150 is pasture and about 150 is arable, so it has crops and all sorts growing, so there's enough to keep us busy for now. The farmer's given us 3 fields to get on with for the minute. This first field is roughly about 30 acres long anyway, so it's going to be more than plenty to keep me busy for quite a while. He's had somebody detect on here before. They found old coins and buttons, nothing too significant, but it looks promising. So we'll get on and see what we can find, and hopefully we'll see you at the first hole. See you shortly. Right, well, there goes our friend the farmer in his tractor. I've just dug that plug, and in there we've I think what is a coin. Let's give it a clean and see what it is. Right, well, it appears to be some old copper coin. It's pretty toasted on both sides, and I don't think I'm going to get anything off that, but it's the first decent signal. I've had a cow tube and I've had a tin can, but it's the first decent signal I've had since I've been here, so hopefully there might be more to come. See you at the next hole. Right, well, we're out with the AT Pro again today. She who must be obeyed has got another machine. She's got a Garrett Ace 250. She's across the other side of the field. Just dug a plug, and I think we see that in that hole there is a very large buckle. Probably some horse tack or off some sort of riding equipment, but it's huge. So another buckle to add to the collection. See you at the next hole. Right, just dug another hole, really loud signal, and don't know if you can see in the top of there. I have cleaned it off slightly. See if we can get it to focus. It doesn't look like a washer or a bit of machinery. It looks too well made, and it is kind of finger size. But you know, I may well be wrong. We'll give it a bit more of a clean up later and see if there's any markings or anything on it. Right, well, I've just stopped for a rest, to stop and take in the scenery a bit. I've been chatting to a guy on YouTube that you really need to check out his channel. His name's Hoarder. He does really good digs, really nice finds, lots of interest in lots of different stuff. You know, if you like, you know, American old coins and unusual stuff, then you got to look him up. He's a really good guy, and check out his channel. I came across a tin of old coins and in the house. I didn't dig them up, and looking through them, I found a lot of Indian head pennies. The Americans love digging them up, and you know, but these were in pretty much perfect condition. Some of them maybe nearly 150 years old. A few other American coins that I'd never seen before. An Indian bull nickel, 2 of those from roughly around 1913 and 1917, so you know, over 100 years old. Both in pretty much perfect condition. Spoke to him yesterday and asked him if I could send them to him. They're no good to me. I don't collect American coins. He was more than happy, and I sent them off this morning, and hopefully he should have them in a week's time. Today is the 2nd of May, so he'll have them roughly in about a week's time. And anyway, check out his channel. I'll try and put a link in the bottom below. His name's Hoarder. Lovely guy, great finds, really interesting videos, really interesting stuff that he keeps digging up, so check him out. I'll just pan the camera around so you can see how nice it is today. Right, well, that was yesterday. We didn't really get as much digging in as we wanted to yesterday. There was difficult finds to find over such a large area, so we kind of gave up really. I think we're going to need to wait till the crops have come out and it's been ploughed and rolled again to get in some of the better fields. Today we're in a big field that leads from the manor house to an old mill. It's quite a big area to cover, and if I can pan around you can kind of see all the way down there. You can see She Who Must Be Obeyed is down there somewhere digging up stuff. There's a nice house just there and the old mill is a bit further down, but our boundary is where that kind of hedgerow is. But we've got kind of free rein, we're allowed in here, we can do whatever we want. Behind me there's a wood that was a plantation many years ago. There's supposed to be an old path here. I'm right next to a river, and I've just had a first decent signal. I've had a cow tube and some lead, but the first decent signal, I'll turn around so you can have a look. There we go, it's quite a nice buckle, nice round one, unusual, and out again today with the AT Pro, so we'll see you at the next hole. Right, well, just done another hole. It's a boiling hot day today, and I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be, so if it's raining where you are, I'm sorry, but it is absolutely scorching here in Devon. Right, well, I've just dug this plug. I found something unusual. I thought it was a light bulb fitting when I first saw the end of it, but it's that. It's like a screw-in top or something. It's got some lettering around the top there, which I'll try and clean up a bit later and see what it says. Still quite unusual, nice find. Made a funny scratchy signal, but I thought I'll dig it, see what it is. Anyway, on to the next hole. Right, well, been here about an hour. Had a few funny signals, buckle, cow tubes, strange screw top lid for something, and just dug a plug. It was a bit of iron, bit of crap, and rechecked the hole, and literally identically right next to the hole. I mean, I'll show you the plugs, they're joined together, but it looks like we found possibly our first coin. Let's have a look. So there's the first plug, there's the second plug. So literally a bit of scrap in there, and I don't know if you can see, just peeking through the edge of there, it looks like a coin, so we'll have a look, see what it is. So you can make out something on there. Let's have a look on the other side. Right, it was an old penny. See if I can get a date off it. There we are, old penny, 1920. So, first coin of the day, happy days. Right, well, we're a little bit further on from the last hole, and let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Can you see this poking out? Let's have a look. see what we got here. Let's have a little look. Oh, it's an old ship halfpenny. Give it a rub. Lucky rub, let's have a look. That looks like a 1952 ship's halfpenny. Happy with that? See if we can find some more. Right, she who must be obeyed has just called me over. And let's have a look in there.
Can we lift that?
We got something. Oh, look at that. It's an old 10p. One of the old ones, one of the big round ones, so probably dating somewhere around late 60s, 70s still. Not bad. On to the next one. Right, just took another plug and popped up in the bottom of there. Don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. It's not a coin, it's a button. Makes a change. There we are. It's nice, I like that. Hopefully we can clean it up and see if there's any detail on it, but it looks like it's quite smooth. Anyway, makes a change from cow tubes. See you at the next hole. She's back there digging. I think we're going to head back in a minute. It's starting to get late. I did have a coin spill earlier, but it was right next to the main house. It was 3 old pennies. I'll clean them up in the roundup and let you have a look. But word of advice: AT Pro, very loud 66, 67 signal. It's a cow tube. So I've tried to avoid them today. I'm not going to dig another 60 cow tubes in a day. So hopefully I can avoid them. Right, well, I'll get this lot cleaned up and try and show you a bit later and see what we've got. Okay, bye. Right, well, let's do a quick roundup of some of the things we found. What we got here? We got an old ship's halfpenny. There's a few other old pennies there, all dating between 1914 up to about 1928. I think the ship's halfpenny is 1954. We've got some buttons. We've got a screw cap to the top of possibly a hot water bottle or something. It's got a trademark thing and some writing across the top. The shell casing is from a Winchester, apparently, that's what it says on it. Horse brass, a selection of buckles, all different types of buckle. That possibly part of a broken key. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody recognises it, leave a comment. Big crusty metal rings, possibly the broken spoon or something. And this thing, mystery find. It's got a screw thread and a wheel, and another wheel at the top. So if you know what that is, do let me know. Some really crusty coins and a medieval metal harness ring. These things usually date back about 1200 to 1500. It's a nice interesting find. Anyway, that one there, if you can work out what it is, do let me know. I'll see you next time.